You're involved in a car crash and you get a letter from this insurance company saying you have a duty to mitigate your damages. What does that mean? Hi, I'm Frank Nunes. Thanks for joining me. I'm a California personal injury attorney practicing in the state of California. So you were involved in a crash, it wasn't your fault, and now you get a letter from some insurance company you've never met saying you have a duty to mitigate your damages? What does that mean? First of all, mitigate means to reduce or lessen or not let them continue to keep going. So for example, if you could have some medical treatment that would reduce your pain and suffering, such as a surgery, you have an obligation to go through and have that medical treatment so you can reduce the amount of pain and suffering you're going to have as a result of the other person's carelessness. Sometimes it involves wage loss. You have an obligation to go back to work as soon as your doctor has released you from medical care to do so. So you can't just sit at home and wait until your case settles to go back to work. If the doctor said you're able to go back to work and you're able to do that in fact, then you have an obligation to mitigate or lessen the amount of time you missed from work by going back to work when you're released from care to do so. Now, why am I telling you this? Well, if you've gotten a letter like this, you probably have a lot of questions. I have answers to those questions. Pick up the phone, call me at 559-436-0850. I'm Frank Nunes, and thanks for watching.